Hi, I'm Paris, and back at the start of the pandemic, I reviewed about a dozen different types of masks to see which were the best, which ones were the most comfortable, which ones didn't fog up glasses. I had no idea that nearly a year later we'd still all be wearing masks, and not only that, now they're recommending double masking or going out and getting the more efficient, better filtering N95 or KN95 masks. Now, I don't have a new type of mask to review, the perfect mask that solves all the problems with mask wearing, but this is a very clever product that solves one big problem a lot of people have wearing a mask. This is the Cool Turtle. It's a plastic inset that fits over your nose and mouth, and you put the mask over it, and what it does is this. Instead of me sounding like this, I sound like this, and you can better understand what I'm saying. The Cool Turtle plastic framework fits over your nose and mouth, and then you put the mask over that. So it keeps the material of the mask from being right on your lips and right over your nose. Makes it a lot easier for you to speak, also makes it easier to breathe. They also mention among its benefits that it keeps your makeup from getting smudged. I'll have to take their word on that. This is a multi-pack. There are 6 that come in the package. Goes for about $10. You can find out more about it at the link down below this video. Here's one of the devices. It's made of a soft, slightly flexible plastic. It's got the framework here to keep the material off your face. These little clips are used if you're wearing a mask that has the pleats inside that you can slide it onto. But if your mask doesn't have that, it works. With any mask, you either place it inside the mask and then put it on your face, or put it on your face and then slide the mask over it. I'll try out the Cool Turtle with several different styles of masks. Make sure it works with probably any mask that you have. Setting it inside the mask, pulling it onto my face. Yep, it's right in position there. I don't even think you see it. This is a pretty big mask, and I'm hoping you can hear me speak clearly. Here's a mask that my kids particularly like, and you can see it does have the pleats inside, so I'm going to hook these little clips, I think, onto these pleats. So that sort of helps to hold it in place. So long as you've guessed correctly where your nose and mouth end up in the mask. And I did, and this is how it works with this type of mask. How about the ubiquitous paper disposable masks? This one's got the pleats inside I can hook it onto also. Yeah, that hooking it on might be a little more trouble than it's worth. Okay, seems to fit fine and work pretty well, though it does have a distinctive shape you can see through the mask. Finally, what about with the N95 mask? Good luck finding some of those. Or the KN95, which you can find, but they're not reusable, so they tend to get a little expensive. But this is what's being recommended now for best protection. This seems to already have the perfect shape for this. Okay, testing 1, 2, 3. Fits fine, and you hardly even notice it's there. So if you find that the cloth masks that you wear tend to be a little suffocating, they either pull up against your nostrils while you're trying to breathe in, or they're right on your lips while you're speaking, then putting the Cool Turtle in place underneath can make a whole lot of difference. Is the Cool Turtle comfortable to wear all day? Well, I don't have first-hand experience with that, but my wife, who actually asked me to buy these, says in her work where she sometimes has to wear a mask for hours at a time, she does some training, she has to speak in a loud voice and be understood in a classroom. She says these make a huge difference, and she hasn't had problems wearing them all day long. And after a day of breathing on it, you just run it under the water of the sink to easily wash it off, reuse it again the next day. 6 of them for about $10. Find out more about them at the link down below this video, and I'll see you on the next review.
There are so many choices and you don't want to stress. You want your health food at home, receiving only the best. That's what we're here for, we give honest reviews. parristx.
Then putting the Cool Turtle in place underneath. I didn't think that was going to work. Then putting the Cool Turtle in place underneath.